Today I'm going to try and run through a reverse install of the NRG steering wheel for the 99 to 04 Mustang. I'm not 100% sure if there's any differences between those, but I would assume that they're all about the same. I just wanted to get a video out there because I could not find anything on YouTube forums, at least not a comprehensive guide on how to actually put together the full NRG steering wheel. I watch a lot of Hoonigan videos, so naturally I saw NRG advertised on there a lot, so I thought, why not give it a shot, go for the neochrome. Let's see if I can get a little neochrome action in there, and the quick disconnect, all that good stuff. So I'll go ahead and we'll start in on the disassembly of where I'm currently sitting, and hopefully it'll answer any questions, keep you steered clear from any of the headaches that I went through, because trust me, I went through quite a few of them trying to get this one together. Let's go ahead and get to it. I'm going to do this video in two parts. We're basically going to do the steering wheel part, which, as you can see, nice, easy, quick disconnect. All you got to do, pull up on these two paddles right here and pull it right off. We'll go ahead, set that off to the side, and we'll focus just on this for the time being. This is where I ran into the majority of my issues from. So what we have here is we have the 04 adapter hub, which slides over your clock spring, actually, in this case. And then we've also got this adapter here, which goes to the back of the horn, makes contacts with those points in there, and make sure you stay legal, all that good fun stuff. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and take off these 6 bolts, and we'll pull off this piece so that way you can actually see how the hub adapter sits in there and how I have everything wired up to make sure your horn works on your car as well. Here we have the final bolt coming out. Oh man, it's a long one.
That's what she said.
All right, so with that final bolt out, what you can now do is just simply remove that from in here. Now what you see is currently I've just got 2 wires hooked up, and these are going to be your horn wires. Purple wire is your power, which goes to this yellow wire right here. The other one is just your ground wire, grounds out to this. Hook those 2 up nice and easy. Now, had I actually looked in the package and paid a little bit more attention, there's actually some connectors that they include that means you do not have to do what I did, which is snip, solder, and seal with handy dandy electric tape. But I also have a few other wires down in here. So there's 2 gray wires, and then there's a blue wire and a black wire. I believe that these 2 gray wires are for your airbag.
That is correct.
Well, your airbag light will be on. Maybe I'll figure out a way to get that to go off. I'm not sure if I can tune that out or anything like that. And then you've also got, again, these black and blue wires, which I believe go to your cruise control. And that's something I'm really interested in. I'm hoping I can get cruise control set back up on this. I'm pretty bougie.
Bad and bougie.
I don't like to sit here with my foot on the gas pedal the whole time, especially if I'm gonna be cruising for any length of time. It's just something I've always liked. Call me a diva, do whatever you want. It is what it is. I know what I like. Long story short, purple to yellow for power, ground to ground, and that's going to give you power to these 2 terminals here. You have the back of this, which has those 2 terminals, and they connect, and then when you finally press the horn button, beep 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 beep, you complete the circuit, which is why your horns go off. This is where I really got into my troubles. I had one heck of a time trying to get the correct adapter hub for this particular model. I'm not really sure what the issue was with NRG, but this is finally the correct hub that was sent to me. This is actually the correct part for the 99 to 04. The issue is, it took me a very long time to get this piece, and I had ordered from a website, and they said that this was not what they had showed, so they had to reach out to NRG, get a different listing, blah blah blah. Here is what they originally had sent, and also out of frustration I ordered from Amazon, and they sent this as well. So this one that they sent in to me, it does say for 79 to 89 Ford Mustang. I was pretty sure that what they had sent was the incorrect part number. However, after ordering off Amazon, they sent me this exact same thing that stated it was for the 99 to 04 Mustangs. It looks really similar and it looks like it should work, but in reality it doesn't. And I had a bit of a headache. I wanted to believe that it worked and I wanted to believe it was the right thing, and I didn't want to accept the fact that I ordered the wrong thing. But it turns out I did order the correct thing, and they were just a mislisting. Whenever you're looking at this, do not go for the SRK 174H if you have an assembly that looks like this. What you will want to actually get is the SRK 179H for the 90 to 04 Mustang. So I'm not sure if it was just a mislisting with the website or if they gave me the wrong thing, I don't know, but you need this particular hub to make this work. I saw a few other ones where they were cutting clock springs out, doing a lot of unnecessary things that even I've done some unnecessary things on this, not knowing what I was really getting into. Learn from my mistakes and order the correct hub the first time, and it'll save you a lot in the long run. From here, the only other thing that you have to do is there's this bolt here. It is a T35 maybe.
Perhaps.
You want to unscrew that. Comes out just like a normal bolt. You are able to then pull off this actual hub adapter itself. This is where a lot of people were seeming to be confused in some of the other videos that I had watched. They were taking off their clock spring, which in this one you don't actually have to do. The clock spring will stay sitting in there, so you don't need to pop it off. You don't need to do anything with it. From there, that's as deep as you need to go as far as the uninstall goes. I've seen other people that are taking off this assembly here, which I took off. I took off this piece down here. They were stating that you needed to get access to some stuff down there. You don't. All you need to take off is your steering wheel. When you first get in the vehicle, obviously you're gonna have your airbag in here. What you do is there are one tab on each side. Pop those off. There's a bolt on the inside. It's 8mm. Pull that off. And what that'll do is that'll remove your airbag out of here. From there, you have one sensor up here. You remove those two bolts there and there. You've got this piece that connects in here. And this is what actually connects your airbag. Two gray wires there are going to be your driver's side airbag control. I guess this is a good time to tell you, disconnect the battery before you start pulling any of these, because the last thing you want is an airbag going off in your face. We've all seen the videos of people getting thrown about, you know, sitting on them, people playing pranks. Not something you want to have, especially while you're sitting 2 feet away from it. There's two more connectors that are basically running your cruise control here and here. Finally, you have that center bolt. Untorque that bolt, pull it out, and then I had to use a steering wheel puller. Some people said that you can sit and, you know, yank on it, and I just wasn't having any luck that way. So I actually did have to use a steering wheel puller on this, but I guess if you're, you know, a lot bigger and stronger than I am, then by all means go ahead and try and take that off yourself. But it's best to have a puller around just to save yourself some trouble. Boom, you can get rid of that. And again, we're back down to where we left off. From there, as I said, your clock spring is going to be sitting on this. Take the hub adapter itself, orient it to where the NRG up here is sitting on top, because that's going to be kind of your top dead center mark. From here, again, you've seen it. Just put that back on, 6 bolts, and then you slide the wheel back on. Bam. Now, what we'll do is we'll take a look at how the actual steering wheel itself is put together. As far as the steering wheel itself, this was a super easy assembly to put together. Really all it is, you have these 6 hex head bolts again, 2 wires underneath here. You basically just connect the 2 wires that are in the steering wheel assembly to the 2 that are in the hub quick disconnect, which this is the version 3 NRG Neochrome, you know, hot boy status. And so that is again what makes your contact. All you're really trying to do to get the horn working is get your power and your ground from in your steering column to this actual button where you can click it there and make contact, complete the circuit, and again, that's what makes your horns go beep. Hopefully this helps save some people some time, and keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.